Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Elektra's stalker arrives in Los Angeles after Brooke drops a bombshell on Ridge. Brooke hears Carter and Hope discussing making Carter manager behind Ridge's back at the cabin. Ridge and Steffi are unaware that they granted him complete control of the business when they signed the documents. As Carter informs Hope that this would be a coup, Brooke lets out a breath. Forrester will be ours to run if we do this. Taylor and Ridge have a conversation at Forrester. How is she doing? He asks. She praises him for his concern and says she feels stronger now. They discuss how glad Taylor is to be back with Steffi and the children, and Ridge responds, "I'll always care, document." Their daughter's openness about the two of them makes them giggle. Taylor is aware that he is destined to be with Brooke. There was nothing that could separate them. Will tells Elektra and Il Giardino that he would still kiss her if she had anchovies on her pizza. She flirts with him and teases him about having extra garlic. Outside of work, Will enjoys spending time with her. The stalker observes them from a hat at the bar. Deacon stops by after Elektra and Will toast. Deacon finds out that Elektra is working on Forrester's new jewelry line when Will introduces them. The stalker is at the bar when Deacon leaves and Will takes Elektra's hand and tells her he could look at her all day. As the stalker watches, they continue their polite banter. Bill's kid reveals that his sweetheart is a Forrester when Deacon follows up with Elektra and Will once again. Deacon leaves to handle a situation while they converse about how busy the place is. Will claims he wants to know everything there is to know about Elektra as he resumes their romance. Hope and Carter talk about feeling bad about what they're doing in the cabin. Carter believes he must keep Hope safe. At the price of Hope and the firm, Steffi has gained what she wants. Hope is certain that she would rather watch the building burn down than have to re-enter the corridors. They are impressed by her ability to persuade Ridge that she hurled herself at Finn. They don't care that the decisions have an impact. They put them in this situation, and Carter is furious about it. Hope says they need to decide what to do next. Can we do this? Carter asks. Can Forrester be taken over? Taylor informs Ridge at the main office that she has been keeping up with Chandra. Ridge chastises her for not taking this seriously and says he will continue to ride her. The topic of conversation shifts to him becoming caught up in Steffi's termination of Hope. Ridge acknowledges Brooke's rage. At that moment, she enters. Ridge scowls, "What's the matter?" Will informs Elektra that his family's life has been scandalous at Il Giardino. He's curious about hers. He's needed back at the office, and his phone rings. Elektra says she can find her way back, so he should leave. When Will gives her a kiss, the stalker notices and leaves. The stalker approaches her table after she is by alone. And she asks, "Remy?" "Greetings, Elektra," he says. Elektra leaps up and gives him a hug. They are overjoyed to meet one another. She inquires about his whereabouts in Los Angeles and how things are back home. "And to see you, Elektra," he continues, adding that he is there for a new beginning. Carter paces the cabin while stating that Ridge had faith in him. "And what did I do?" Hope wonders if Ridge truly has faith in him. He didn't pay attention to him or his thoughts. Just keep that in mind when you begin to feel bad. He was disregarded and discarded. Carter is furious that they've done something wrong to her and that Steffi shows no remorse at all. It will be this company's demise. Unless we preserve it, Hope thinks. She tells him that it's okay to have a pit in your stomach, that she feels the same way, and that she wishes they had never been in this situation in the first place. Carter adds, "But can we make it official?" They did what they had to do. Hope claims he is risking everything because it is now their secret and no one knows. He has fought harder for her than any guy ever has. According to Carter, it's because he loves her. For much too long, she has been underappreciated. "It's for you, if I do this. It's for all the Logan ladies. Forrester will become a place where everyone can prosper under his leadership." They begin kissing. Taylor volunteers to leave the main office. Brooke gives her credit. When Ridge is by alone, he asks his lady love what's going on, saying, "It can't be that bad." She is aware that he has been planning to restructure the business. Ridge doesn't believe they talked about that. According to Brooke, they didn't. Ridge reassures her that she shouldn't worry. Steffi and Carter signed the documents that Carter had drafted. Everything is all right. "No, Ridge," replies Brooke. "It's not okay. It's absolutely not okay." Brooke is informed by Ridge that the LLC is beneficial to them. There's no need to be concerned. It's a done deal. Brooke informs him that he must know something. Hope and Carter are involved, she explains. They have a romantic relationship. That should explain his defense of her, Ridge thinks. She had to tell him because he needed to know something else, even though Brooke had vowed to keep their secret. She heard Carter and Hope talking about the LLC documents as she went to the cabin. "This will come as a shock," she says. "You are aware that Carter's name was also on those documents, correct?" Ridge dismissively says, "He's the tax guy, he has total faith in him and doesn't question him." Brooke responds, "Well, maybe you shouldn't." Ridge queries the situation. According to Brooke, he granted Carter complete control over both Forrester Creations and himself when he and Steffi signed the documents. According to Ridge, they have complete control. Brooke objects. Carter conducted a coup, and she hates to admit it because her daughter is implicated. "It was a setup when Ridge and Steffi signed the paperwork, he played you. God, what a terrible thing he did. And now Forrester Creations is completely under Carter's power." Ridge may face difficulties as a result of Carter's plan and Brooke's silence on Hope. According to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan finds herself in a difficult situation after inadvertently overhearing a conversation that was never meant for her. B&B fans should prepare for an unforeseen obstacle that will place Brooke in a challenging situation she never saw coming. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Brooke Logan hears a plot being discussed, and Ridge Forrester's ears must be burning. Brooke will be listening in on Hope Logan and Carter Walton's talk outside the cabin during the week of November 18th to 22nd in order to learn more about their covert preparations. By tampering with the LLC documents that Ridge Forrester has approved, Carter has deftly figured out how to take over Forrester Creations. Ridge and Steffi Forrester frequently ignore the finer points and only sign any documents that are brought to them since they have faith in Carter to handle such problems. Carter benefits greatly from this error since Ridge and Steffi can unintentionally give him the power to manage Forrester Creations without even realizing it. Hope is a key component of Carter's future vision since he has assured her that they will run the business together. According to B&B spoilers, Brooke Logan will be caught between Hope Logan and Ridge Forrester. Ridge and Steffi will be more irate than ever if Carter and Hope's schemes work out, even though they may not even be aware of the tempest they are about to cause. Their response will surely be explosive, as this is a violation of confidence from a COO they once trusted. When Brooke overhears their chat, she has the chance to step in, but will she go through with it? She might feel driven to make amends for Steffi's previous transgressions toward Hope, but she would also feel obligated to tell Ridge about Carter's dishonesty. Hope may be able to use this as an opportunity to get back into her job at Forrester Creations, which could drive her to beg Brooke to keep quiet. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester has already emphasized the importance of loyalty to their daughters. Ridge has previously stated that their girls should be their first priority, which may indicate that Brooke may eventually put her devotion to Hope before her loyalty to him. Ridge has recently defended Steffi's decision to fire Hope, emphasizing his dedication to his family. Brooke feels deceived by this circumstance, but she may soon have the opportunity to significantly reverse Ridge's position. The repercussions might be severe if Ridge and Steffi end up losing control of the business as a result of Brooke's silence. According to upcoming teasers, Brooke's betrayal may result in the dissolution of her marriage to Ridge, so be on the lookout for any unexpected developments. Ridge is informed by Brooke that Carter has complete control over Forrester and that he was played. When Brooke heard that Carter and Hope were taking over Forrester, she was surprised. When Brooke overhears Carter and Hope discussing going behind Ridge's back to give him complete control of the business, she is horrified. He will bring her back when the queue continues if they proceed. It is up to him to follow through on this, she says. He claims that they will be able to rule Forrester as a result of this coup. They both feel guilty to some extent. Part doesn't either. Because Steffi has been depressing her, he wants to shield her from her. They discuss how Ridge was duped by his daughter and believed all she said. He begins to pace in the hopes that this drastic action won't be necessary. Is it possible for them to take control? Her jaw is agape. Considering how they treat their staff, she doesn't believe he should feel awful. Nevertheless, he regrets betraying his friend. She wishes they weren't in this situation and adds she would be concerned if he didn't feel guilty. Hope is aware that he is taking a huge risk. He has been the hardest man to fight for her. Because he loves her, he cannot stand to see her treated with disrespect. In order for everyone to succeed, he is doing this for her and all the underdogs. Ridge jokes at Forrester that they ought to assign Taylor a parking space and hire her as their psychiatrist. She expresses gratitude to him for his concern as they discuss her heart's recovery. He will constantly be concerned. Now that she is not going to die, she feels so much better. They discuss how open their daughter is with them. She never stops telling Steffi that he and Brooke are inseparable. He fears that she isn't taking her ongoing therapy seriously enough when they talk about it. She fears that he will be positioned between her daughter and Brooke. Taylor leaves as soon as Brooke stumbles in. Ridge has a feeling that something is amiss. She is aware of the company's restructuring. It's nothing to worry about, he says. She informs him that the LLC is not doing well. Absolutely not. She clarifies that Carter and Hope are romantically involved. He is astonished. However, that clarifies a lot. Brooke claims that she is quite worried about something more that he needs to know. She was listening in on Carter and her daughter as they discussed the LLC documents. She advises him not to put his trust in Carter. He gained complete control of the business once he persuaded them to sign those documents. Carter did a brilliant thing, she clarifies. Carter now has complete control after he played him. Taylor Hayes' diagnosis surprises the Forrester family. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes will be reminded this week that she is a famous psychologist on the CBS soap opera. For almost a year, viewers have been doubting Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, mental health. It seems possible that someone else will eventually realize she needs assistance. Here are some spoilers for what will happen next on Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes' diagnosis. Although Taylor Hayes' career hasn't been discussed on The Bold and the Beautiful in a long time, Ridge Forrester's ex-wife is a doctor and a well-known one in her area. Taylor appears to have a solution for Hope and Steffi's conflict, and she will be pulling out her textbooks next week. B&B spoilers, Taylor Hayes' diagnosis surprises the Forrester family. During a recent B&B show, Taylor discussed how Hope Logan used to have such high morale and voiced concern for her mental health. It's interesting to note that Dr. John Finnegan, another physician on the show, is also raising concerns about Hope's recent conduct and suggested that her father get her help. Hope's mental health storyline has been alluded to in The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for a time, and it appears that Steffi Forrester's mother may be the one to diagnose her. Everything at Forrester Creations might change if Hope receives a mental health diagnosis and is placed on a treatment program. It is likely that Taylor Hayes will shock her daughter and possibly persuade her to return Hope's employment. B&B spoilers, pressure on Steffi Forrester. If Hope's uncontrollable behavior was caused by an untreated condition, Steffi Forrester will appear to be a monster if she forbids her from returning to Forrester Creations. Do you believe Hope Logan needs assistance? Will Steffi be upset that her mother is standing up for her, or will she listen to her? The atmosphere at Forrester Creations is tight as Steffi Forrester starts to have doubts about the loyalty of Carter Walton, the company's trusted COO. Although Carter has consistently been a reliable force in the Forrester family business, recent developments have made Steffi wonder if his goals are in line with the company's mission or if they are motivated by something else. The first skepticism is brought on by Carter's increasing intimacy with Hope Logan. Steffi, who takes delight in being aware of every detail at Forrester Creations, has not overlooked their regular meetings, private discussions, and collaborative decisions. Carter's recent unilateral actions, which appear to favor Hope's fashion business disproportionately while neglecting Steffi's projects, have further heightened her fears. Steffi's opinion *. Carter's been with us for years, but something doesn't feel right. If he's playing both sides, I need to know, before it's too late. Steffi confronts Carter immediately since she can no longer keep her suspicions to herself. With a determined look on her face, she finds him in his office going over financial estimates and shuts the door behind her. Steffi *. We need to talk, Carter. And I need you to be honest with me. Startled by her tone, Carter looks up. He puts his work aside and signals her to go ahead. Carter *. Of course, Steffi. What's on your mind? Steffi *. Lately, your priorities seem off. You've been making decisions without consulting me or Ridge, and your partnership with Hope is raising questions. Are you still loyal to this company, or do you have your own agenda? Carter's defense ###. Carter is caught off guard and goes on the defense right away. He denies any hidden agendas and maintains that his actions have always been in Forrester Creations' best interests. But since he comes across as more agitated than convincing, his remark simply serves to confirm Steffi's suspicions. Carter *. Steffi, you know me better than that. Every move I've made is for the benefit of this company. Hope's line is thriving, shouldn't we be celebrating that? Steffi *. It's not just about Hope's line, Carter. It's about transparency. If you're making deals or decisions that affect the company, we all deserve to know about them. So why does it feel like you're hiding something? Steffi only needs Carter's hesitancy before responding to know that something is off. Steffi is not persuaded by Carter's promises and chooses to act independently. She enlists dependable associates, such as her brother Thomas, to keep an eye on his interactions as she surreptitiously starts looking into his recent activities. She also begins looking through corporate documents for any anomalies that could indicate Carter's activities. 1. Thomas's assistant *. Always watching out for his sister, Thomas jumps at the chance to play detective. He consents to monitor Carter's interactions with Hope and provides Steffi with updates. Thomas *. If Carter's stepping out of line, we'll find out. He's not going to undermine this family. 2. The documents. Even additional concerns are brought up by Steffi's examination of project clearances and financial accounts. She identifies instances in which Carter reallocated resources without obtaining the required clearances, circumventing standard procedures. Steffi finds concerning trends as she digs deeper. Under the pretense of brainstorming sessions for Hope for the future, Carter and Hope have been having off-site meetings, frequently late at night. Steffi's worries have been heightened by the discovery that Carter's credentials have allowed access to private documents pertaining to the financial structure of Forrester Creations. Steffi's suspicion. If Carter's sharing sensitive information with Hope, or worse, planning something behind our backs, it could spell disaster for this company. The tipping point ###. A contentious executive meeting is where the crisis erupts. In front of the team, Steffi confronts Carter head-on, raising concerns about his recent choices and demanding answers. Steffi *. Carter, you've been making calls without consulting the rest of us. Care to explain why your name keeps popping up in places it shouldn't? Carter, who is clearly uneasy, tries to remain calm while defending himself. His evasive responses simply serve to widen the gap between Steffi and him. Carter *. I've been acting in good faith, Steffi. If you have an issue with my decisions, let's address them privately, not like this. Steffi *. This is about accountability, Carter. If you're not willing to be transparent, how can any of us trust you? ### Ridge participates. As Steffi's skepticism grows, she brings Ridge into the picture, who has been focused with his own problems between work and family. After hearing Steffi's findings, Ridge, who was first hesitant to accept that Carter might betray them, consents to intervene. Ridge *. Carter's been with us for years, but if he's lost sight of what this company stands for, we need to address it. I'll talk to him. ### the fallout. The executive team is in danger of disintegrating due to the conflict between Steffi and Carter. Workers start picking sides, with some defending Carter's record and others backing Steffi's quest for responsibility. Hope, meanwhile, is stuck in the middle, divided between her allegiance to her mother and the Forrester family and her alliance with Carter. 1. Isolation of Carter *. Carter feels more and more alone in the organization as Steffi's suspicions are made public. Every action he takes is closely watched, and even his long-standing supporters start to turn away. 2. The dilemma of Hope. Hope finds it difficult to deal with the aftermath and wonders if working with Carter is worth the harm it is doing to her relationships with the Forresters. 3. Steffi's decision *. Steffi is more resolved than ever to keep Forrester Creations safe, even if it means going to extreme lengths to fire Carter. The future of Forrester Creations is at stake as Steffi's search for the truth gets more intense. Will Carter be successful in clearing his name and winning back Steffi's confidence? Or will her suspicions turn out to be accurate, revealing a betrayal that might permanently alter the company? The struggle for dominance at Forrester Creations is far from ended, that much is clear. As scary Remy takes center stage with a startling move that leaves Elektra reeling, the tension at Forrester Creations is set to reach new heights. At the same time, Brooke Logan's loyalty is put to the ultimate test as plots and secrets are revealed, endangering ties and relationships. Finally, Remy makes his most audacious move to date after looming menacingly on the outskirts. His fixation on the family's emerging star, Elektra Forrester, culminates into a full-fledged altercation. In a moment that chills her to her bones, Elektra, who has been dismissing small incidents, unexpected presents, mysterious letters, and uncanny appearances, finds herself cornered by Remy. It takes place in the design lab of Forrester Creations late at night. Elektra feels as though someone is observing her when she is working alone to complete the designs for her new jewelry line. She turns to see Remy standing in the doorway, the dim studio lights illuminating his ghostly image. I couldn't stay away, Elektra. You're too magnetic. We're meant to be connected. Known for her confidence and witty humor, Elektra experiences an unusual wave of fear. Remy moves closer, his tone growing more unstable as she struggles to maintain her cool and quietly reaches for her phone. You're overstepping, Remy. Leave now, or I'll call security. Security? You don't need them, Elektra. You need someone who understands you, someone who knows your worth. Ridge is made aware of the issue by Elektra's brief text message. Ridge and Carter show up a few moments later, surprising Remy and making him run. Elektra, however, is shaken by the episode and wonders how far Remy will go. As fresh information emerges that may alter the dynamics of the Forrester family, Brooke Logan finds herself at a crossroads. After hearing Carter and Hope have a heated discussion about their secret intentions for Hope for the future, Brooke is torn between speaking out and telling Ridge and Steffi what she knows. Although revealing Carter and Hope's plot could protect Forrester Creations from possible repercussions, Brooke is aware that doing so will jeopardize her relationship with her daughter. However, as Ridge has always depended on her, remaining silent can be interpreted as a betrayal. Do I protect my daughter, or do I do what's right for Ridge and the company? Either choice could destroy something I care about. Unaware of Brooke's personal conflict, Ridge feels as though she is hiding something and questions her. As Brooke sidesteps his queries and feeds his suspicions, their talk rapidly becomes hostile. Brooke, you're hiding something from me. If it has to do with Forrester Creations, I need to know. I'm not hiding anything, Ridge. I just don't want to cause unnecessary drama. This isn't about drama, Brooke. It's about loyalty. If you know something that affects this family, you have a responsibility to tell me. Steffi intervenes to protect her cousin and handle the greater security issue at Forrester Creations as word of Elektra's run-in with Remy spreads. She puts new procedures into place and promises to protect the family and their heritage. This goes beyond Electra. We are all involved. We're all at risk if someone like Remy can approach this closely. Today, that is different. Simultaneously, Steffi becomes suspicious of Brooke's recent actions, questioning where her true allegiances lie after observing her hesitancy in meetings and her unwillingness to take a hard stand on important issues. Sensing that Brooke may reveal her and Carter's schemes, Hope intervenes to defend their behavior by confronting Brooke in private and using her mother's protective instincts. "You must have faith in me, Mom. I'm doing what Carter and I think is best for the business. Don't make things more difficult for me, please. You're playing with fire, I hope. Not only will you suffer if this backfires, but Ridge and Steffi will as well." Remy isn't finished, though, and he starts planning his next move in an attempt to obtain Electra. His perverted obsession takes a darker turn as he begins spying on her and making increasingly overt threats. Despite being frightened, Electra is determined not to let fear rule her, so she seeks Thomas's assistance, who pledges to defend her while also looking into Remy's past to see if they have any leverage to stop him. 1. Brooke's decision *. Will she risk alienating Ridge by remaining silent, or will she divulge what she knows about Hope and Carter's plans? 2. Electra's resolve *. Will Remy's obsession put her in even more peril, or will Electra outwit his evil schemes?